more than I have said, loving countrymen. The leisure and enforcement of the time forbids to dwell upon. Yet remember this: God and our good cause fight upon our side. The prayers of holy saints and wronged souls, like high-reared bulwarks, stand before our faces. Richard except, those whom we fight against had rather have us win than him they follow. For what is him they follow?
What shall I say more than I've inferred? Remember whom you are to cope withal. A sort of vagabonds, rascals, and runaways. A scum of Britons and base lackey peasants whom their o'ercloyed country has vomited forth. To desperate adventures and assured destruction.
Truly, gentlemen, a bloody tyrant and a homicide. One raised in blood, and one in blood established. One that made means to come by what he hath, and slaughtered those that were the means to help him. A base foul stone made precious by the foil of England's chair where he is falsely set. One that hath ever been God's enemy. Then if you fight against God's enemy, God will in justice ward you as his soldiers.
You sleeping safe, they bring to you unrest. You having lands and blessed with beauteous wives, they would restrain the one and disdain the other. And who doth lead them but a paltry fellow? Long kept in Britain at her mother's cost. A milksop, one that never in his life felt so much cold as over shoes and snow. Let's whip these stragglers o'er the seas again.
If you do swear to put a tyrant down, you sleep in peace, the tyrant being slain. If you do fight against your country's foes, your country's fat shall pay your pains the higher.
Lash hence these overweening rags of France, these varnished beggars weary of their lives, who, but for dreaming on this fond exploit, for want of means, poor rats, had hanged themselves. If we be conquered, let men conquer us, and not these bastard Britons whom our fathers have in their own lands beaten, bobbed, and thumped.
If you do fight in the safeguard of your wives shall welcome home the conquerors. If you do free your children from the sword, your children's children quitted in your age. Then, in the name of God and all these rights, advance your standards, draw your willing swords from me. The ransom of my bold attempt shall be this cold corpse on the earth's cold face.
Shall these enjoy our lands, lie with our wives and ravish our daughters?
But if I thrive the gain of my attempt, the least of you shall share his part thereof. Sound the drums and the trumpets boldly and cheerfully. God and St. George, Richmond and victory!
Hark! I hear their drum. Fight, gentlemen of England! Fight, bold yeomen! Draw archers! Draw your arrows to the head! Spur your proud horses hard and ride in blood! Amaze the welkin with your broken staves! What says Lord Stanley? Will he bring his power?
My lord, he doth deny to come.
Off with the son George's head!
My lord, the enemy is past the marsh. After the battle, let George Stanley die.
1,000 hearts are great within my bosom. Advance our standards, set upon our foes. Our ancient world of courage, fair St. George, inspire us with the spleen of fiery dragons. Upon them, victory sits in our helms.